Okay, we are moments out from our final game of the day, plus the finale to the 2020 Red River Rumble. Your host, Calera Bulldogs, will be in action against the Oktaha Tigers. 3 games played yesterday, 4 games today at twin sites, Tuska High School and Calera High School, featuring Class B and Class A teams. Recap of today's action showcased number 1 Red Oak in a 12-10 marathon victory over number 5 Silo. Second game of the day, Silo defeated Varnum 5-2. Third game of the day, Varnum upset Oktaha 4-2. And this is the fourth and final game. At Tuska High School this morning, Roth put on back-to-back no-hitters, first defeating Tulsa Noah 14-1, and then Whitesboro 11-0. The third game of the day showcased Red Oak switching sites, and they run-ruled Tuska 10-0. Final game of the day featured the Tuska Tigers versus the Whitesboro Bulldogs. We do not have an update or a final score for that game. If anybody does know the score, please comment on the Strand, and we'd be more than happy to source you for that or to thank you. So this will do it for the 2020 edition of the Red River Rumble. Bulldogs, Tigers. Final game for Prep Nation TV doubleheader coverage coming up. This game is an hour and a half late, so we are more than ready for it to get going. I still have about a 2 hour and 20-minute drive back home, so we are definitely antsy and ready for them to get in action. All right, Calera is your home team. They will take the field first for defense. Oktaha will be up to bat. And we will be underway here, hopefully, very quickly. I'd like to thank our sponsors for today's coverage, Taco Casa and Sonic here in Calera, and Texoma Fireplace Designs in Durant. And we're underway. In for a strike. A check swing. We'll see if he goes. Nope. 2-1 is the count. Three, 1. That in the dirt. So somehow I got off on the pitch count. It is now a full count. Ooh, hit batter. So that'll put 1 on for Oktaha to start the game. I can't remember the last time I heard the chant, "We love free bases," but that's traditionally lore that you hear during the state playoff games with the extra cheer squads in the stands. So a hit batter is as good as a hit by a batter. Finally got a break here tonight in Calera, just out of Durant, or as the natives call it, Durant. It has been hot and muggy all day. And a single for Oktaha. So runners on first and second. See if the Tigers can pull off what the Whippets did, which is losing their first doubleheader game and coming back to win the second. Both runners stay on base. Calera is 1-1 for the tournament. Oktaha surprisingly 0-2. Still looking for their first victory of the two-day event. Recap of yesterday's scores at Calera. Red Oak defeated Calera 10-6. Calera jumped out to a 6-1 lead, by the way, and gave up 9 unanswered runs. Red Oak defeated Tulsa Noah 9-1. Calera defeated Tulsa Noah 10-2. At the Tusca site, runners will steal second and third, by the way. Varnum rallied to defeat Tusca in 9 innings, 4-3. Roth over Oktaha 1-0 in a pitcher's duel. And then Oktaha did defeat Stonewall 10-1, so I misspoke earlier. They do have one victory for the tournament. Unfortunately, they have got 2 losses, so they're one of the few teams to actually get in 4 games for the event. We've got final scores from all of the Friday games today, sans the Tusca-Whitesboro game, and we will do our best to get that for you as soon as possible.
Go, Hunter. Base hit. One spot, man.
Ball is put in deep play. Fortunately for Calera, it was foul. Otherwise, that would have been a 3-run jack. And again, that ball is probably over on somebody's porch right now. Deep shot to left field. Ball is low, deflected by the catcher. So, bases loaded walk, and the Tigers are in business here to start the game.
Hit a rope right here.
Again, like to thank today's sponsors for our game coverage, Taco Casa and Sonic in Calera, and Texoma Fireplace Design in Durant.
Here we go, boom.
And he hits it again, same spot. You talk about just teasing and playing, messing around with somebody. Boy, he got the crowd very stoked twice. It was virtually the same exact spot, this time just closer. So a walk will score an unearned run for the Tigers. They take a lead 1-0 over the Bulldogs. Coach Ricky Tiefentiller back at the mound. We may be looking at another potential coach-up session. And I stand corrected. He is making a pitching change. So right off the bat.
Tyler, it's your turn to go out there. That's true.
Tyler.
Hot potato to the second baseman. So 4-3 on the ground out. Then he shoots back over for a potential double play, and that is going to cost him an extra run. Make that 2 extra runs, and he is in. Wow. Boy, that one ends up proving costly. 9 times out of 10, turning 2 is a good idea, but that particular case just cleared the bases virtually for Oktaha, and just like that, they have a 4-0 lead with all 4 runs unearned. All right, coach and umpire are discussing whether or not players should be sent back that advanced to third. So they're saying that he is out on an infield, in effect, fly rule, I guess. Not sure if he left the base early, but he is called out, so they split the baby. They give Oktaha 3 runs, but the out does come, so the players are moved from third. Base is cleared. I just got clarification on that. He was actually called out on first and never left the base and just kept running. So he was the 4-3 on the fielder's choice tag out. Got to give him credit at least. He stayed until they told him he had to leave. Okie dokie, to the shortstop, running, throws, and out. So 6-3. So we have 2 down after the 4-3 fielder's choice tag, and then the 5-3 ground out for third base.
Go, Jake.
Foul ball.
Okay.
20-minute top first. And he strikes him out. So, doubleheader games of the day. All right. We have a potential conference here between the coach and between the ump. And he is telling him it was a strike. He's telling him it wasn't a strike. So they are meeting as they walk. And he gets the strikeout.
Good job, Tyler.
Here we go.
So a very efficient first here for the Tigers on the mound. Their exceptional pitching continues. Certainly pitched well enough to beat Roth yesterday in a 1-0 game. Again today, 4-2 loss to Varnum. They were certainly in the game. So their woes have not been for lack of scoring. Yesterday's 10-1 run rule of Stonewall juxtaposed with a 1-0 loss and then a 4-2 defeat today, just a little bit erratic and inconsistent on the offensive side. If you have not checked out Oktaha's schedule this year, it has been absolutely brutal. That's why we have given them a credit for navigating, even being 10-6, 10-7, 11-7 with the schedule that they have played has been nothing short of astounding. All right, so that is virtually the same exact pitch that Coach T went off on him for calling a ball when his pitcher was on the mound. So he's consistent. I'll give him that. All right, so the leadoff walk for the Bulldogs. They have now got a runner on first. I shouldn't say leadoff, the second batter up. First one struck out. So they have got a runner on first, need to find a way to get back in this game after a disastrous top first that saw them surrender a double and then a couple of walks and a fielder's choice error that led to 3 runs scoring on a wild throw from first to second that just rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled to left field. And goes back to first in safe, very close to being a tag. He almost got him picked off there. And strike. So 1-2 count. And he pops it up over home plate. And back to first in safe. So 2 Ks in the inning for the Tigers. Exactly what Calera needed right now, but unfortunately he is able to get to it. So he flies out to center field. Bulldogs strand 1 through 1. Your score: Oktaha 4, Calera 0. Red River Rumble 2020 here at Calera High School. That is going to go right to the center fielder, so a nice snag. He got a good jump and read on it. Now that the sun has gone down, it shouldn't be as telling as it was in the last game. I was talking to assistant coach for Oktaha about that and was wondering how many of the hitting woes and dropped balls were just simply due to not seeing the ball on the sun's glare or hitting it top, bottom instead of center, just not getting a good look of it when it was coming across the plate. A typical game before, there were several errors in outfield, drop balls, missed balls. One kid even in left field jumped up in the air before the ball even got there, landed, and then it just dropped right in front of him. Infield, a fly out to the shortstop. So it can happen sometimes. You play in sunny, hot weather conditions, you get sweat in your eyes, you just feel wore out. Don't always play your best. Both teams should get a break here tonight with the sun dropping and temperatures dramatically lowering, so it's not that bad for visibility right now. Not much of a breeze, but at least no oppressive heat or humidity. Ball gets away from the catcher. Final scores to share throughout the state. Amber Pocasset defeated Binger Oni 8-0. A walk will set the Tigers on the path to having a runner on again in the second. Bennington over Hayworth 8-3. Blair defeats Cheyenne 8-5 in the Hammond Warrior Tournament. Boswell 7-0 over Smithville at the Rattan Ram Classic. Blair over Cheyenne is probably a possible upset in that tournament as far as seeding, but nonetheless it happens. Fargo upsets Granite 8-3 in the same Hammond tournament, and then upsets Hammond 5-4 in their own tournament. That potentially puts them on a path to meet Navajo tomorrow, with Visai and Canute potentially meeting for the championship game at the Warrior Classic. Preston 10-1 victor over Glencoe. Hydro Eakley upsets Visai 3-0. So that puts the snafu on that potential top 5 matchup tomorrow. Ninnekah 12-8 over Verdon. Wright City defeats Tupelo 7-3. And then, of course, the scores that we gave you here for our tournament coverage for the Red River Rumble. So we'll anxiously be awaiting the score of tonight's Navajo and Hydro Eakley game. That will be the team, the winner of that will be facing Canute tomorrow for potentially the championship at the Hammond Warrior Classic. It's going to take a very special team to beat the Trojans. They play Calumet later tonight. So not a done deal, but I would be surprised if they don't win that game quite handily. They run-ruled Fargo earlier, 8-0. That was from action yesterday. Scoreboard has 1-2. Umpires overruling and saying 0-2. So Bulldogs need to get out of this without another run, just plain and simple. Oktaha looking to make this potentially a run rule walk-off victory for the tournament. To get there, they will need a 10-run lead after 4 or 8 after 5. And hard hits like that are exactly how you do it. Again, foul. It'll be a fly out to shallow right field. And so the Bulldogs get what they needed, so no run score. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Score remains Oktaha 4, Calera 0. Day 2 action for the 2020 Red River Rumble.
Here you go, Tyler. Get the ground ball.